What is going on, guys? Today we're taking a look at a product from one of my favorite brands. Today we're checking out the SoftCONNECT by Comply Foam. Now, what are these? We'll jump into that in just a second. But before we do, I just want to say that if this is your first time to the channel, welcome to Plug and Play. My name is JDubb, and the goal of this video and of this channel are to help you guys make a better tech buying decision. Now, if that sounds like something you're interested in and you want to see more reviews and other tech-related videos just like this one, please consider subscribing to the channel, hit that bell notification so you don't miss any other videos. Now, without further ado, let's jump into the review. So quick disclaimer, as usual, guys, I do want to say that Comply did send me these out to do this review, but they're not paying for this video. They're not paying me. They're not sponsoring this video in any way other than that. And I'm going to give you the pros and cons of this product, again, to help you guys make the best tech buying decision that you possibly can. Now, with that out of the way, let's take a look at what you get and what exactly these are in the unboxing. So the SoftCONNECT by Comply are basically this. They are foam tips, just like you would expect from Comply Foam, but compatible with Apple AirPods and other knockoff models like the i500 TWS, as well as the Nokia's KP1s. Now, why would I want foam tips for my AirPods? We'll get into that in just a minute, but before we do that, let me show you what they are, what you get, and how they work, and then we'll jump into the theory behind them and all that good stuff. So right off the bat, we crack open the box here. We get a nice little Comply gel little case to keep them in, and then we get two pairs of the foam tips themselves. Now, this is an interesting thing. This whole thing is interesting, and like I said, we'll get into the theory behind it in just a minute. But basically, this is what you get in the box. Okay, you got your packaging, you got your two pairs of earbuds, and you've got your case. At the time of making this video, two pairs of these foam tips are going to cost you $17.99. Link is down in the description below. And like I said, we'll talk about what the purpose is of them in a minute. But let me show you real quickly how they work. So we're going to grab my AirPods here. We're going to pull them out, and we're going to grab a right and a left, and we'll flash those to the side. And so we basically, we're going to take these guys, and they're just basically just going to slide right on here, and you're going to line them up with all of your normal sensors and ear holes. So you'll see that you got all the ear holes are all kind of here, all your sensors, your in-ear sensors are all there, and your touch is everything is still there. And basically, this is what you end up with, okay? You've got a foam tip on the end of your AirPods. Now, the hard part with these, and we'll talk about the pros and cons, but real quickly, you're going to notice that obviously these can't go back in the case with this thing on here, and that's where the case comes into play. So when you're not, oh, I got music playing. Sorry about that. They're connected, but basically you put these guys, and these are your little storage case. You can put these on your keys, you can hook them onto a carabiner, maybe put them on your backpack or your gym bag, but basically that's how it works. That's what they are. So now that you've seen them, let's talk about the theory behind why you should consider getting these. Basically, the goal behind these SoftCONNECT Comply foam tips is they are addressing some very specific complaints when it comes to AirPods. Some of the things that you hear about people that don't like AirPods or that have AirPods is that they're falling out of my ears, they don't fit very well, they don't seal very well, so I get, I can hear outside, and I can, and I feel like the audio is bleeding out, so you have the audio bleed scenario. I feel like I'm constantly having to push them in, or I'm constantly having to adjust them, or I can't get them to fit right, or they're just not that comfortable. They're kind of hard and plasticky in my ears, right? So there's a lot of things that people complain about when it comes to AirPods. Now that's where Comply Foam is meeting the needs of those people with these guys. When you have a foam tip like this, right, there's going to be a lot of things that happen here. One, they are very, very secure in your ear, right? Now that they're in there, now that these guys are on there, I can feel they do not move an inch. And so this is going to help seal that completely up in there, right? And what that's going to do is that's going to keep the audio in, right? So you're not going to get that audio bleed. You're going to get better sound. You're going to get deeper bass. You're going to get just overall better audio experience. And you're not going to get sound coming from the outside in. So it's going to block all that outside noise. The seal in your ear is key to audio quality because of noise bleed and all that kind of stuff. Comply basically with these guys have addressed every single one of the issues that I listed. And so, for a very reasonable price, I mean, if you're spending, if you're buying AirPods, you're spending, $150, $180 on AirPods, right? 17 bucks, you know, for 2 pairs of these is a very small addition on top of that to add a lot of comfort and utility. So that's all the good stuff. Now, what are some of the negatives? With any good product, there's pros and cons, right? There's no perfect product out there. There's always something wrong with something. And while these seem like the greatest thing ever, they're fantastic. They're gonna do so much for you. I would say the biggest hang up is that they can't stay on the AirPods continually. These are going to be something that you're going to, basically when you go to put these guys back in the case, you got to take them off. So you've got a little piece that's going to be, satelliting around here, right? You're going to be taking them off and putting them back on. So that's the first problem. Second problem, I would say they only come in the packs of 2. And anytime I have a foam tip, right? The little foam tip, little things, I lose these things all the time. If I'm taking them on and off, I lose Comply foam types all the time. And so I could see these being needing to be taken off and put back on. There may be the chance of losing them. So with all the pros and cons listed, what do I think overall? Do I think these are something that you should invest in? And I would say absolutely yes. The benefits far outweigh the negatives, in my opinion. So overall, right off the bat, if you're looking at it from strictly that standpoint, absolutely worth it, 100%. Your audio experience is going to be huge. Your comfort experience, huge. Just it's nothing but bonuses that you're going to get with these guys here. They work with Apple AirPods, the actual Apple AirPods, but I also tested them on the Nokie's KP1s as well as the i500 TWS, the knockoffs. So if you've got, some knockoffs or you got the real thing, these guys will fit and they're absolutely fantastic. So I'm just gonna stop talking. You get the picture. I love them. Check them out again down in the description below. The SoftCONNECT Comply foam tips for Apple AirPods and the i500 TWS, as well as the Nokie's KP1. So check them out, link in the description. If you have questions, comments, concerns, you guys know what to do. Hit me up in the comment section below. I love chatting with you down there. Also, guys, check me out on Instagram and Twitter. The handles are down and links down in the description below as well. If you want to hit me up there, have conversations. I love chatting with people. I'm on social media all day long, so hit me up. But guys, that is it for me, and I will see you in the next video.